after like 1 hour of driving in traffic, I finally made it here at the Lower Seymour Conservative Forest, and I actually was so like unmotivated essentially all of this week. I didn't even want to film. I hated training. I think like being injured and not trying to like push the training just kind of got me like down and out, and I did not want to train today. Part of me just wanted to skip it altogether and then have that excuse of like, well, I'm still recovering. But race day is like 3 weeks away, and thankfully, you know, Kian is training for his ultra marathon, so that kind of got me in the mood to train. Took me a while, but I'm finally here. So I had a ton of bags with me going to the car earlier today, but it's because I have Kian's bag with me. The plan is that he is actually going to run from home because he has like 30 something kilometers of running, and I would drive to this location and then do my ride in the Lower Seymour area. What I love about this place is that there is a road that's about like 10 kilometers long, and it's a totally paved road, but no cars go through it, so it's essentially dedicated for cyclists to get in their ride. So I'm likely just gonna go back and forth at like a zone 1 to 2 kind of pace and then see how my ankle feels. I am cleared to do some easy effort riding and running, and so far this week, even though I feel like I've barely done anything, my ankle has been feeling better. So I'm gonna try a longer ride today, very easy, see how that feels, and if everything feels good, then I get to go for my run tomorrow. So that's the plan. I've got some carbs and sodium in my water bottles, so I'm gonna go ahead and get ready, get this ride started, and hopefully Kian makes it here safely. Look who's here! How many more kilometers? Oh,
6.
6?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll see you at the end. Bye. Almost done. Aw. Okay, we'll recap later.
Don't go.
I have to. Bye. Aw, it looks like he's struggling. Long ride, done and dusted, and so far I'm feeling no pain. I didn't feel any pain throughout the whole ride, which is good. It was a lot hillier than I had thought. I forgot that it was rolling hills and not super flat, but it looks like the ankle / calf seems okay, so hopefully there's no pain throughout the rest of the day. Good morning, happy Sunday. So a little quick check on my ankle. It seems to be all good. I feel no pain. So it looks like I'm okay to try and see how today's run goes. I did 2 hours of a long ride yesterday out in the demonstration forest in North Van. And because it was like pretty rolling hills, I was a little bit worried on what it would do to my foot slash ankle. But after talking to my physio and my bike fitter, you know, they told me don't focus on pulling, just focus on pushing on the pedal. And that seemed to do the trick. And then also too, earlier this week, I did get my bike refitted. And so that seemed to help as well with the new positioning. Before I do my run today, I was going to say long run, but it isn't. It's about 30 minutes just to test out the ankle. Again, I didn't do too much earlier this week just so I could let the ankle rest. So the bulk of this past few days was really just to see how my ankle was going to respond to the workouts. So after today's run, I'm actually going to go to the outdoor pool and fit in a swim because I haven't done much swimming this week. Kian and I are actually going to go to the outdoor pool. He's just going to dilly-dally, enjoy the sun, and then I'm going to do, I think it's 2 sets of 750. Today's swim is more of an aerobic type of swim, so it's going to be on the longer side of things. But before all of the workouts today, as you can see, my office slash studio is a mess, and I did get a few things in prep for my race, so I want to share that with you all. First off, for my bike, I did get a few hydration things. So I got the rear bottle cage because my hydration storage isn't ideal. I only have like the one cage on my frame, and with the aero bars I actually do have the between the arm bottle cage. So in addition to that, I also have the rear one, so then total I'll have 3. The one I got last time for my last race, it fell off because I got that one from Amazon, so it wasn't the most secure. I've heard a lot of good things about this one. This is the XLab Delta 400 XT. I'm gonna get Kian to help me install it because likely if I do it, I'll probably do it wrong and then I'll end up falling off the bike anyway. For between the arms, so that way I can make it easier for myself when it comes to taking in the water, I got this one. This is the one that has the straw, so that way I could just like sip at it when I'm in aero position. So this is the XLab Torpedo bottle. This is, I think, 725 milliliters, something like that. So it's pretty close to 750, which is the typical volume that I take in terms of water. So I'm gonna have that on my tri bars, and then hopefully that'll make things easier. Of course, had to stock up on this. I'm probably gonna have to order some more. Kian actually does like this, and since he's training for his ultra, he also needs a bit more of this type of fuel, so I'm gonna get this. This seemed to work pretty well with my stomach. And then I also, because it is summer, I also got some more electrolyte tablets, and these are essentially the same. So I got the capsule one, and then these are the tablets to put in the bottle. And then I also got a new pair of Endorphin Speeds. They came out with the new model of the Endorphin Speed, so I'm gonna try that out. It looks like they have a wider toe box. I also love the color, like, oh my God, how cute is that? So I'm gonna try it out on today's run and see how that goes. Hopefully all goes well, hopefully the ankle goes well, and then I'll be able to resume the rest of my training, even though we're heading into July and now the training is kind of tapering down. That'll be really good for my foot slash ankle, so hopefully I'll be in good shape for race day. So the universe had other plans, aka I totally forgot there was a swim meet happening at the outdoor pool. Change of plans, I've decided not to swim. We're just gonna take it easy and hang out at the beach. I don't have my wetsuit, so I'm not gonna be swimming in open water.
Why not?
Nah.
It's gotta be
I'm
warm.
just now at that stage where I just want to relax and just take it easy. Even if I wanted to go open water swimming, I can, because the tide is very, very low. Where's the water?
I mean, there's that little paddling pool there.
Shall I find a spot?
Yeah.
You know what? I think I'm gonna be a janitor.
Me too.
Less stress. Sure, it's physical, but at least we're moving. It's so interesting. Grass is truly always greener on the other side.
Yeah, always.
Because all his life he's been trying to get me to be where I am today. And I'm like, I'm not happy. That's one of them. That's the one we'll send by the actually. Yes, so that one. But then there's another one that we also update. Perfect. Yep. So you're good. It's just those two sheets that you have to update. The first one that's updated. Oh my god, so the day is finally over. I had just back-to-back meetings all of today, and now I can finally catch my breath. The past couple of weeks have just been so hard that, again, motivation has just dipped significantly because of the injury, and now work is just crazy busy to the point where I just feel like there's just too much stress on myself that I can't really focus a lot of my time on training. Sometimes when you put so much energy into work, you just don't want to do anything else. So vlogging and editing has kind of taken a back seat. I just didn't have a chance to put last week's video together. But yeah, so now it's towards the end of the week and I'm just kind of drained. I don't want to do anything else, but I do have one more training session later this evening. I actually have an open water swim session that I still have yet to do. So I'm just gonna log off work and try and disconnect and get some food and then head out. So we are at Kitts Beach. I am going to attempt another open water swim in the ocean, which is actually my very first time ever. I've never swum in an ocean before. I've played in an ocean, but I've never actually legitimately swam.
Salt in your eyes.
Yeah, but I am doing it with the Vancouver Open Water Swim Association. So there's about 60 people swimming today. So I'm hoping this is gonna help ease my nerves. It could either go really well or really poorly. So hopefully it's better, because I know when I was swimming alone, I didn't really enjoy it. I'm hoping today will help ease the nerves and boost my confidence. I'm actually scheduled to do 1.9 kilometers today, but I think today's scheduled swim is only going to be 1,500 meters. So I think that's better than nothing. I haven't really swam the full distance in open water, so I'm hoping I can complete it today.
In ocean water.
In ocean water.
Yeah.
But it's a beautiful day, so
Just do two laps.
I'm not going to do 2 laps. I'm going to just try and complete the 1,500 and then we'll be good.
not doing a second lap?
No, I didn't quite hit 1500.
No.
It was definitely like the race, you know, where I freaked out for a good like 3 buoys.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like breaststroking for quite a bit.
I mean,
And then
that's fair.
I finally figured out the rhythm to
Yeah.
go with the wave.
Oh, okay, nice.
So I was like, okay, swim, and then when the wave comes up, breathe with the wave, and then go. And then I finally got into the rhythm like after the 4th buoy, and I was like, okay, hit the 4th, okay, 5, 6, and then next thing I was like, oh my god, but it felt like it took forever from the last buoy to here. I was like, am I there yet? And then I started seeing people stand up. I'm like, wait, maybe I'll swim a little bit more because I don't want what happened last time. Yeah, I mean 2:28 considering it was my first ocean swim
That's pretty good,
for the
yeah.
pace.
Yeah.
It was hard going out,
Yeah,
And
because
then-
it was choppy.
then to turn, but then as soon as I hit like the halfway part, I was like, okay, I figured out the rhythm to go with the waves.
Nice, well done.
Thanks.
Yeah, the dude, I was talking to the dude, he came out so fast.
Oh really?
He said, yeah, it was like a lot challenging for the first buoy and the first turning, but then once
Yeah.
you got halfway, it was with the current, it was
Yeah.
fine. Good job.
My first
Crushed it.
ocean swim.
Yeah, that's awesome. You did so well.
Thank you.